Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to upload this to YouTube where you can watch it. But but I'll have the video on the desktop when you get this computer, so you'll be able to see what's going on. Now this is a previous. Your this is Joey's Dub 2 track. This is the one I sent you, and that's your retro synth. See, these are called channel strips, and this one we don't need, so I'm gonna delete this track. You're gonna see it's gonna go away. But this one is the one that you're using. Notice I'm fixing to minimize this by doing that. That's what I'm clicking on. Okay, you want more room over here, so notice that these are grayed out. This is your retro synth. This is what everybody's using. You want to click on that. That's the power button. You double click the middle and your retro synth will pop up. Okay, they have specific settings on analog. Okay, this is what I copied from a guy on YouTube. And this is your FM, but that's your power button. It's on. If you notice, if you look right here, when I hit the power button, it's going to gray out. See? It's gray. I can turn it on here. I can turn it off there. I can turn it on. I can turn it off. But we want it on, obviously. You want it on, or you're not going to hear anything. This is distortion 2. That's that. And this is your channel EQ. Now, I didn't know how to. You want this analyzer on, because when you play it, hold on. You'll see the frequencies. These are the frequencies, but you always want this analyzer on. And this is your bass, and this is your snares over here. But anyway, we'll get into this later. All right. So these are the tracks. You can make the track bigger by doing that, so you can look at it. You can make it wider by scrolling this. Okay. So this is to go all the way back. You hit your space bar, it's going to play. These are your drums. So I'm gonna teach you everything that you need to know on this. So what I'm gonna do, all right, let's just do a new track. All right, we're gonna do a new track. We're gonna close this, but I'm gonna cancel this right now. I've been having trouble with my DAW. And you got to turn these off on every one of your channel strips, because sometimes you will not find your project after you've already closed it if you don't turn these off. So before you're done, you got to make sure that one's highlighted and these are grayed out. This is your drums. You got to make sure that is not blue. You got to make sure those are not blue. So we're going to start a new file, and we're going to close it. It's going to ask to save. You always say yes. And this is what you're going to see the first time that you open up Logic. Okay, this is going to pop down. You don't want to do audio. You want to do software instrument. Okay, and to find the retro synth that we were just using, okay, you want to minimize this. You want to make that smaller so you can see the channel strips. Okay, and what they've done is they've already pre-selected this classic electric piano. Okay, we don't want that. So you go right here and you click on it, left click, and you reset the channel strip. Okay, it's going to gray everything out, and your piano disappeared. So you go to Instrument, you go down to Logic. Retro Synth is what everybody's using. Okay. Now, I already got the settings done from the guy on YouTube, and he's got it all dialed in. But that's where you find your retro synth. Now, he also used a distortion 2 on that track, and he also used an EQ. There's your EQ. All right, and I'll show you all that again, but that's what you're supposed to use. Now, to get the drums, this is adding another channel strip right here. Notice this is the same box that we were using before. And we're gonna, to get the drums, you do the software instrument and you create, and that piano is gonna come back up. We don't want that piano. So we're gonna reset this channel strip. This is number 2. And I'm gonna name this drums. All you do is double click on that and hit the enter button, just like if I want to do this, dubstep retro. All right, but we're going to go back to this one. All right, we're going to find your drums, and under instrument, you're going to click that, and you go down to Logic, no, AU Instruments, okay? In your drum programs, your tune track, and you do multi-output stereo. Now watch what happens. There's your drum track, there's your drums. Now, here's what we're gonna do. You just wanna do a regular rock, so you hit rock. Notice that everything changes when you highlight those. That's just a radio rock. Now, this is what I wanna do. See the play button? I'll turn it up so you can hear it. All right, I don't like that one. I do like this one, so I'm going to grab it. Okay, I'm going to hold the mouse down, and I'm going to scoot it over, and I'm going to highlight this. Okay, you just hold down the mouse button to make this go smaller or bigger. And you do the whole track, and when you hit the play button, it's just going to keep looping. Okay. And you'll notice when it gets to the end, it's going to go back around to this again. At the end of here, it's just going to keep going on and on and on. Now watch. All right. I'm going to double click that, and my drums come up. If I want to add beats, notice that it's orange. See this dial right here? Now, we don't want all of this. You don't even want the snare, because your snare is going to sound different than. So we're going to highlight the snare, and we're going to get rid of it to where it's gray. You want that one gray. You want this one gray. You want this one gray. And you want this one gray. Okay? You want to get rid of this symbol. Okay? That is the opening hit. All right, you don't want that. This, all right, so now this is what we have. I want more snare. I mean more bass, kick drum. All right, so I'm gonna stop it. All right, that's what I want. Okay, we want to go back to the beginning where it's at 1. Okay, we're going to grab this, we're going to drag it over into this right here. Now, if this were highlighted instead of the drums, I'm going to get rid of this and I'm going to show you what happens. I'm going to act like I'm putting it there. Oh, it did it. Okay. But you want, when you're working with drums, you do drums. You want drums highlighted. So, all right, we're going to listen to the drums. All right, so you need a snare. So we're going to get a different snare. Audio instrument, create. Another track's going to pop up below it. We don't want that. We're going to reset this. All right, and we're going to find, no, hold on. Hold on. Oh, hold on. That is not the drum that we want. So I'm going to reset that channel strip. All right. Oh, what I did the wrong thing. So I'm going to delete this one. All right. We're going to add another one. We're going to get that same piano back in. All right. Drum kit. No. Drum machine. Dub smash. That's what you want. Double click that dub smash, and this is the guy you're looking for. And that's your drum. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to make this bigger. All right, and I'm going to scoot this over, and we're going to record this dub smash. Now, when we're recording, you don't want this highlighted because it'll record over these drums. You don't want to do that. You want that highlighted. We're going to hit the drum part. All right, so that's our metronome. All right, so we're going to get rid of that. We want all these uniform, so we're going to scoot this over. We're going to cut this. Now, what do you cut it with? This? No, that's not what you cut it with. This is what you need. Now, notice all that stuff just popped up right here. I'm going to click it again. It went away. I'm going to click it again. This is what you want. This is highlighted. Notice what happens. Oh, gosh. All right. We got to trick the system sometimes. We want that cut. We want to get rid of that. Hit the delete button. Okay. We're going to highlight that. We're going to copy it. But notice this one's highlighted. That is what we need highlighted. We have to have this bar at the end. We're going to right click and paste. We're going to paste it again. All right, so now we're going to go back. All right, now I want to copy this one. Whoops. I need to clip that. I need to get rid of that. All right, now I need to copy this again. Copy. Go right here. Notice this is highlighted. We want to paste on that line. Paste. Paste. All right, let's go back and see what it sounds like. All right, so it's all uniform. Now you need to have your bass, your kick drum louder. Okay, so we're going to click on. Notice this is highlighted. We're going to get our drummer machine back up. Now, this is your mixer for your drums. Okay, we want a bigger kick. We want more reverb. We want more dynamics. Okay, and that should do it. We're going to turn it up just a little bit. That's your volume, and it's going to sound a lot better. Here we go. That's your kick that I turned the volume up on. You can turn this up a little bit more. And I'm going to turn up the snare. All right, that's it. That's it. That's all you got to do.